Hey, 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 greetings and salutations. I hope all is well with each and every one of you. As per usual, I would like to give a thank you to all of you who take the time to, listen to the readings, watch the readings, what have you. Taking the time out of your busy days and schedules really, really does mean a lot to me when you all do, again, find the time to do so. But again, welcome back. I hope you guys are having a great day. Happy hump day. All is well on my end. I just was sitting here. I just got up. I deep cleaned the bathroom and I swept the floor in the space that I'm currently in. And I really feel like that is definitely spiritual. Because as we kind of briefly touched on in the prior video, there's a lot of chaotic energy in the atmosphere. Now, it's not necessarily negative, but, what I'm really realizing is there's like a huge mirroring effect that's going on. Like the things, I'm going to get into it. Like, I don't want to get super off topic, but the things that we may look at as, an issue or we may perceive to be a certain thing, it's really something else that's causing the specific circumstance or behavior or action, whatever, you want to look at it as. But again, we will get into that later on in the reading. I don't know. I just felt like it was very imperative to get up and definitely keep a clean space. Sometimes, I'm not even going to lie, there are days where I'll allow like my space to get just a tad bit messy, not to the point where it's like, okay, what the hell? But, I just think right now, if you can cleanse in any way, shape, or form, use different spiritual topicals and things such as that. But sweeping, I find, is very, very, I know this isn't like a term, but like it's resetting, if that makes sense. Like it really resets your mood. It resets like everything. Excuse me. So anyways, I went ahead and pulled some cards. I shuffled for quite a bit. I was doing a little bit of sun gazing and, just trying to like bring in that warmth, bring in that positivity. Because like I said, the energy has been chaotic. Moods have been up and down, but, we're managing and we're fighting through it. So on the first column here, I have financial goals. And what I'm sensing around this is I definitely feel like for many of you, this is a time where your finances are really about to take a turn for the better. Okay. You could have experienced, financial insecurity or immaturity. Okay. No shade. We've all been there, but just in terms of like overspending or just thinking like, oh, well, I can always get it back. We've all been in that mindset in some way or another, And so what Spirit is really guiding me to let you guys know is, and same to me, it's definitely imperative to like create some short-term, midterm, and long-term goals, because I feel like something that you've been planning on or you've been pondering on in terms of like a career choice or a business move or whatever it is, I feel like this is the time to really take it up a notch. This is the time to really like up your ante. Okay. It says set and reach your financial goals to achieve financial stability. Absolutely. I feel like many of you are in the season where it is certainly your turn to live, in, I wouldn't say much like the spotlight, but like just living the good life, living comfortably, not worrying and stressing and depressing over finances. Okay. A lot of that is over. All right. We have overcoming obstacles. Okay. So this is definitely coinciding with this whole financial goals. Like, there could have been a lot of tough things that happened, recently, like even with just Like, I even noticed it's happening, like, with everyone. Like, if you guys have been, like, in the media, just, there's so many different breakdowns going on or exposures. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's going on, a lot of stuff that is being revealed. And I definitely feel like this is the time to, certainly get back on your feet, gain perspective from every season in your life that you may endure, that you go through, the things that you may be subjected to, but don't look at it like, oh, this is happening to me. Like, really, it's really happening for you, like, I don't know. I just feel that deeply, especially with everything that has transpired in my life within the recent, months, with just the loss of my mom and my grandmother so close together and so suddenly. Like, I just really feel like this is the time for me to, everything that I was putting off, like, this is the time to do it. And I know a lot of it doesn't make sense right now in this moment, but I know because of the fact that I'm putting forth effort, regardless of what the results may look like at this present moment, I feel and I trust that soon enough it will make sense. And I feel like that is the energy also that is brewing, in this collective reading. Okay. So also we have exercise here. So a lot of exercise is definitely needed for many of us. I feel like, I understand, like, stress eating, trust me, I can't even talk, but, exercise, even if it's just taking a 1 mile walk or, a light jog or just something to just get your heart pumping and to just transfer your thoughts and transmute your thoughts onto other things, as opposed to being in that looping effect where you're just constantly thinking about stressful things or this or, perceptions, whether real or not real, so it's just definitely like love yourself enough to exercise. Okay. Because you never know what can come out of it. A lot of you are definitely in time, okay? And it's definitely your turn for a massive glow up, okay? So anyway, we have self-exploration, validate your past, and ask your angels, okay? So yes, there's a lot of I sense like peeling off false personas, just kind of letting go of the survival mechanisms that may have been picked up in like childhood and adolescence, teens, and so on. So I just feel like regardless of if people like it or not, like, it's imperative to just be yourself. Like, I have struggled with that for so long, but guys, listen. Like, what else is stopping us? Literally. Like, if no one likes it, everyone is not going to like us, okay? No one's obligated to like us or like anything that we're doing. That's fine. But that doesn't mean we stop what we're doing. That doesn't mean that we give up on what we're doing and the progress that we're making, So, with this whole validating your past, I definitely sense that this is definitely tying in with like the overcoming obstacles, the financial goals, and certainly the self-exploration. I just feel like, this is a pivotal, oh my God, I can't even freaking say the word. Okay, this is definitely a heightened time. Okay, let me just, for lack of a better word, this is a heightened time to basically just get to know yourself on a deeper level, forgive yourself, release shame. Okay. I find that shame is what keeps us depressed. Shame is what keeps us anxious. It's time to release that and really forgive yourself. All right. I don't know about y'all, but I've been in the, like, the mood for just listening to good music. Like last night, I was listening to Sade and dancing a little bit, and it was awesome. Like, just listening to certain tunes and such, I really find that to be very, very healing at this time. But yes, like, also, like, in terms of the whole confidence thing and things like that, like, understand that you are who you are, In this next card, it states, you are charming. Have confidence in your charm. A lot of people gravitate towards you because they like you for you. Absolutely. So I feel like a lot of you may, oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, so what I'm picking up on is, a lot of us, we can tend to get into that energy where it's like, you have to like try to like over show up or something like that for other people, or maybe in group settings. Like, you just feel like you have to. I don't feel like this is for everyone, but like, this could be something that you're healing from. This could be this validating your past, just in terms of just getting through that, like, that challenge, like that anxiety in regards to people accepting you and people loving you for you, and just understanding that, we're all different, but, we're so much alike in so many different ways. So why sit up and judge someone and try to pick a person apart when, we're all just human beings living this, spiritual beings, living this human experience. All right. So yeah. Anyway, in closing, because I'm going to be switching up my readings, guys. So just tag along, hang tight. I'm kind of just getting everything orchestrated. But in closing, the message that I do have overall is that do not be afraid to reach out to the divine in this time. Like, if you have messed up, if you've made a mistake, if you may have said things that you haven't don't mean, or you feel like you haven't been showing up for people in the ways in which you should, like, just ask the divine for help. Don't feel afraid to ask for help, regardless of what that help may look like. All right. You're not inferior, or you're not less than because you need some help. Like, just understand that. And lastly, force yourself to do something new. All right. I'm heavily, just feel resonating with this message. Like, I very much so feel closely connected to it, because it's like, you got to force yourself to do something different, to think outside of the box. All right. It's so easy to get caught up in the fact that so many people are doing the same thing, but are they doing it in the ways in which you can do it? Are they doing it like you have the power and the ability inside to do it? Like, those are key questions that we all must ask ourselves. So no comparisons, no doubtful thinking. I know it's easier said than done. Every day is a process, one step at a time. But nonetheless, this is the season that we rise. Ashe, ashe. I speak that into existence in advance, okay? Irregardless of the pain and everything else associated with trauma or loss, grief, like, we shall rise. And those who are now on the other side, they are always with us. They're going to always look out for us and ultimately protect us. So I hope you guys have taken heed to this message. Just know that it is your turn. You are up next. I know you guys have heard this in so many different ways from so many different people, but literally, you are up next. It is your turn. It is your time to shine. Do not be afraid to shine. Do not be afraid to glow. Because I also feel like, again, this is the last, and then I'm going to end it. But I also feel like that is a big reason why many of us have been held back for so long, because we're so afraid at times, like, of just being our full, authentic selves. Because it's like, what other people may think, but this is the season to release that. All right. Do not even worry about what people think. No one's perfect. Just accept yourself for who you are. Keep your head held high and shine. Until the next one, guys. Peace.